Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Jana Kramer.
Hi, friend.
Hello, how are you? I should just say Royal Knight is in the house.
I mean, apparently it's I got a text message from my sister-in-law. She's like, "When were you going to tell us your alter ego is the Royal Knight?" Because I didn't tell anyone I was on the show. So I was like, "Oh yeah. Whoops."
You're like, whoops. Well, I mean, listen, you have been nominated for every music award possible. You've released music. Like, how does this compare to all of that? What was this
I
experience like for you?
It was so much fun. It was unlike anything I've ever done. It's such a wild ride, that show. And when people that have never seen the show, like my husband had no idea what the show was. And I'm trying to explain it to him, and he's just looking at me like, sounds ridiculous. I'm like, no, but it's like the coolest and it's so fun. And I watched it with the kids and they love the show. It's very family friendly. And so yeah, I mean, it's just something I've obviously never done, and I was so just like honored they asked me to do it. And yeah, I had a great time with it.
Did people in your life, like, did other people in your life say, wait, I think that's you, or was no one on to this?
So I told my kids, my husband, obviously, but I didn't tell anybody else. So none of my friends that watched the show, I was so excited like the night that it premiered because I was just waiting for for the text. And I had a few of them texting me being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you finally did the show." And like, "You're the Royal Knight, aren't you?" And I just am like, "What are you talking about?" Or I'll send like a little emoji like, "I don't know." So, but it was fun. And my family still doesn't know, but they'll when we unmask on the Thanksgiving episode, we'll all be together, so it'll be fun.
That's really fun. Well, look, you sang Miley, you sang Lady Gaga, you sang both greats. Like, what do you listen to when you're not working or singing or acting? Like, who are your favorites?
Oh my goodness. I honestly listen to whatever the kids like and listen to. So right now we are big Megan Trainor fans in the house. We just saw her in concert. So we love Megan Trainor. But we went Olivia Rodrigo. My daughter loves her. So yeah, and then my son, he's like the Spider-Man soundtrack. I don't know, but he loves Megan Trainor too. So it's just like it's really truly what they listen to. And then when they go to bed, I mean, now I'm in full-time Christmas music, but I like really chill music. So normally I just ask Alexa to play like a Nora Jones playlist because at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want any noise. I truly just want it to be quiet.
Right, like something you can fall asleep to and
Yeah, like
just
just like something like very chill. Like I love, um, you know, back in the day, like I love James Taylor and I love like that kind of music, Michael Bublé, just like chill.
I love that stuff. Is there a part of this business, like you're a singer and an actress, you've done so much in the business, but is there a part of this business that you still want to try that you haven't done?
You know what? I got asked this question um a couple months ago and I was like, no, like I'm pretty good. But I think there's two things now that I want to do. And one I've never directed before, but I feel like I'd be good at the directing brain of things. And I like, I even like my daughter's auditioning now, and so I'm trying to help her with certain things. And like I see like how some things are being shot. So I would love to eventually when my kids are older. I don't want to do it now because I feel like I already have too many kind of things piled up on the plate. But I would love to do directing when I get older, and like when the kids are older. And then I think I stage sounds fun to me too, to be on stage but in acting, not just singing. So, to maybe do theater one time. I've never done theater, and I think that'd be something really cool.
I love it. Well, speaking of acting, One Tree Hill, it's on Hulu now. I mean, Chad Michael Murray just did an interview and said like he gets stopped by like 11 and 12-year-olds, like a whole new generation is finding this show. Like, are your kids into One Tree Hill, and what was that experience like for you?
No, so my daughter, she's going to be 9, so she's not there yet. But it is wild. Like I have some friends' daughters that are like 12, 13 watching the show, and I'm just like, this is so crazy to me. And will come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're Alex." And I'm like, "How do you like you're so little. Like how do you know this?" And but yeah, and I honestly I've never I shouldn't say never. I've watched a few episodes of One Tree Hill. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the very beginning and watch. I don't know. I mean, I wish they made TV that way again, where there was like 30 episodes in one season. I'm like, how do people get through this? So I haven't started yet. It's just too many episodes.
Those were the good old days, the
Good old days. And I'm
WB,
like,
the
can we get back to
CW.
that, please? I'm like, Mama's got to work. Give me 30 episodes in one season. Let's go.
I'm as a viewer and a fan of One Tree Hill. Yes, just give us 30 episodes. Well,
Yeah.
Sophia Bush and Hilary Burton are, developing this for Netflix. Like, have you gotten a call? Would you?
We've definitely talked, and it's something, maybe if the seasons go on, that I think there's a world where they'll bring back some characters. And I'm of the stance where it's like, hey, I love when reboots come back and they bring back characters, and just to see where they're at, what they're doing. And I'd love to see where they think Alex is at and what she's up to. So um I'm definitely open to it, and I think they're open to it as well.
I love it. Well, listen, there's a lot of reality TV fans listening to this. I mean, a lot love competitions like The Masked Singer, but a lot were right there from the beginning, the Laguna Beach and, the Hills. What was it like working with Stephen Colletti dating Stephen Colletti on the show?
He's such a sweetheart, and to this day, like he's just such a lovely person. I loved him being my scene partner. He was, yeah, I mean, there was no ego with him, even though he came from a big show, and but he's always such a nice, respectful guy, and yeah, such a blast to work with him. I really enjoy him a lot.
What about you've been on Watch What Happens Live a lot? I know that you are a Housewives fan. Are you caught up on your Beverly Hills and the season of
I
Dorit and
I'm not, and I need to be. I honestly, I've stepped away from well, I watched Love is Blind. I'm a big Love is Blind girl now, but I've been trying to catch up on Yellowstone because I just started Yellowstone from the very, very beginning. I have never watched an episode. So once I finish that, then I'll go back to my girls.
just sit there because this is the season of Dorit and it does
Wild.
not
Okay. I
let
love to
up.
read.
You are in for, and it's better to watch it all at once,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah. Oh, no, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I have to do it all at once.
What about, you did, and this I think happened, it started a little bit on your own podcast, but there was this rumor that you were in the mix for, Nashville Housewives. I know you've dispelled that, but Savannah Chrisley was your, Masked Singer ambassador. She lives in the area. Should you
Yeah.
guys get this started? Possibly Kristen Cavallari lives down there.
Yeah, I know. There's been so many people, and we just got approached again by another company. They were asking me to be part of the show. I didn't know a little. I wasn't, not that I wasn't friendly. I wasn't super close with some of the girls they had on